The world is on the cusp of an unprecedented electric vehicle battery waste crisis, with over 3.4 million tons of lithium-ion batteries expected to reach their end of life by 2040, a staggering 43% increase from 2020. This has sparked a growing interest in the concept of battery second life, where retired EV packs are repurposed for grid storage. But what are the costs associated with this innovative approach? From a data analysis perspective, the cost of repurposing EV batteries for grid storage can be broken down into several key components. The first is the cost of acquiring the batteries themselves, which can range from $20 to $50 per kilowatt hour, depending on the age, condition, and chemistry of the cells. For example, a study by the National Renewable Energy Laboratory found that the average cost of acquiring used EV batteries in the United States is around $30 per kilowatt hour. Next, there are the costs associated with testing, refurbishing, and reconfiguring the batteries for grid storage applications. These costs can vary widely, but on average, they can add an additional $10 to $20 per kilowatt hour to the overall cost. A report by Bloomberg NEF estimates that the average cost of refurbishing a used EV battery pack is around $15 per kilowatt hour. Furthermore, the cost of deploying and integrating the repurposed batteries into the grid must also be considered. This includes the cost of inverters, mounting hardware, and other balance of system components, which can add an additional $50 to $100 per kilowatt hour to the overall cost. According to a study by the University of California, the average cost of deploying a grid-scale energy storage system using repurposed EV batteries is around $75 per kilowatt hour. To gain a deeper understanding of the costs associated with battery second life, we spoke with Dr. Linda Gaines, a renowned expert in the field of energy storage. The costs of repurposing EV batteries for grid storage are highly dependent on the specific application and use case, she explained. However, in general, we've found that the cost of using repurposed EV batteries can be 30 to 50% lower than the cost of using new batteries. This is because the upfront cost of the batteries themselves is significantly lower, which can help to offset the additional costs associated with testing, refurbishing, and deploying the systems. In conclusion, the costs associated with repurposing EV batteries for grid storage are complex and multifaceted. While there are certainly opportunities for cost savings, particularly in terms of the upfront cost of the batteries themselves, there are also significant costs associated with testing, refurbishing, and deploying the systems. As the world continues to grapple with the challenges of energy storage and EV waste, it's clear that battery second life will play an increasingly important role. With the global market for repurposed EV batteries expected to reach $4.5 billion by 2025, it's an area that's definitely worth watching. Subscribe to Evtrix for real EV data every week.